Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the Final Down NFL podcast with me, Jim, Punk Raider, Denver Dave, and Hannah. We're here to talk about the NFL then, guys. How are we doing?
Do that any quicker?
Yeah.
I
Thought this
try and be as
season
quick
had
as possible.
finished.
We've still
What
got
are we
stuff to
doing
talk
here?
about, Punk. Don't
Come
worry,
on,
don't
man.
worry.
Dear me. Done
There's always news.
278 games or whatever it is.
This could be worse. Could be
Talked
basketball.
about every single one of them. What more could we talk about?
Could be basketball, baseball. They'll play a lot more games than we get to
Ice
see.
hockey.
Yeah.
British touring cars. Blast from the past.
We are here
All right,
to
Jason,
talk
play
about
time.
some of the things that happened. Well, some news first of all, and the Hall of Fame class for 2026 was announced just last week. So we have a quick look at that, and then we're going to look at our season predictions. So what we thought might happen before any ball was snapped in this NFL season, and just see how wrong we were. All right.
I don't
some
want to
instances.
participate.
It's all right. We'll do it in your absence. Don't worry about
That's
it.
fine. So yeah, very quickly, the Hall of Fame 2026 class. There were only 5 people entered into the class this year. That's quite small. Usually they have a 1 or 2 extra in there, but no. This year they went for, in the modern era category, Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, both were first-time eligible for the Hall of Fame. Luke Kuechly and Adam Vinatieri were second-year eligible. And then the one senior player was Roger Craig from the 49ers. Joe Montana, 3 Super Bowl run, where he was a dual threat running back, receiving and rushing. He had over 1,000 yards both. Only, who is it? Marshall Falk and Christian McCaffrey have done the same in the NFL history.
Roger Craig was one of those all-purpose backs before all-purpose backs were really a thing.
Yeah.
He was just part of that ridiculously good 49ers team in the mid-late 80s, with Jerry Rice and Ronnie Lott and, like you said, Joe Montana and co.
Mhm.
Fully deserving. I'm amazed it's taken this long to get him in there, to be honest.
Is it because he was on such a star-studded team?
It could be.
Yeah.
It could just be that there are too many of that team already in there, and so they kind of just held a couple back. But yeah, it's look, there's always people that are deserving that don't go in. They've changed the voting this year as well, haven't they? So you've got to hit a certain threshold now to get
Yeah.
in, which is why I think there's less people going in than there have been in previous years.
They're only allowed one senior as well, which is why both Belichick and Kraft were not inducted this year as their first year of eligibility.
It's the elephant in the room when you're talking about the Hall of Fame, isn't it? But how the hell can you not put Bill Belichick in first ballot? It's mental.
I'm okay with him not
they
going
won't
in.
be able to.
I'm
But
not.
no, they won't be able to put any coach in first ballot now ever.
No, exactly.
The only reason I think he should be in. All this nonsense about he didn't do it with Brady, blah blah blah. I didn't do it.
Doesn't
Shut
matter.
up. The only reason I'm comfortable with him not being in is he's only been out of the game for a year, and I know they changed the rules, so once a coach leaves, they don't have to be out of it for 5 years like a player. But I mean, he only went to North Carolina not long ago. He's only been a Tar Heel for a season.
Mhm.
That's got absolutely nothing to do with the NFL Hall of Fame.
It does.
No, it doesn't. Him coaching in college has nothing to do
No. What I'm
with
saying
it.
is, once you leave, you then after one season you become eligible. It used to be 5 like players, but they changed the rules.
Because too many people were posthumous.
It just feels too soon. Have it 3 years maybe. I mean, Belichick could still come back next season in theory.
He could do.
Do you know what I mean? He just feels too soon. That's the only reason I'm cool with it. I think you need a couple of years out to really look back and go, yeah, it was great.
I think it's also a disgrace that the WWE aren't putting John Cena in their Hall of Fame this year.
Oh, that's crazy.
I know,
even though he's retired.
Anyway, it's also politics as well, Punk. And if you think about it, it's a bit like the Oscars, right? You don't win just by having the best film. You have to do some politicking. And unfortunately, Bill Belichick has been an all-time bad politicking since he left the Patriots. He burnt his bridges as he walked out the door.
Since he left the Cleveland Browns,
okay, exactly. Yeah, he hasn't made friends wherever he's been. And he stormed out of the NFL, went to UNC, and has not turned that program around. And he's dating someone who wasn't born when he was 45. You know, it's like, what you're not doing anything to help your case to actually,
be a good person.
Be up on that stage. Yeah, you say what you like, but that kind of Walter Payton Man of the Year stuff does count a bit towards your induction or not. You know, if there's a a tiebreaker, they will
Mm.
look at your character. It's why TO has had
And
such a problem.
and a lot of the people who are voting for him would have come across him in real life. And if you've been a
Yeah,
dick to those people, they're not going to vote for you.
Yeah. I
Antonio
just
Brown's in conversation next year, so that'll be fun.
he is. He
Yeah.
won't get first ballot, although
He
he
won't get
one of
anywhere
the best
near it.
ever wide receivers to play the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, he won't get first ballot.
And do you know what? I think that's super valid. I think if you're a prick, you
Yeah.
shouldn't be immortalized anywhere. So do you know what? Yeah, I'm for it. I'm for it now. I
Well,
was
then,
annoyed, but now you phrase it like
So,
that.
so we should
Good.
also have a vibe category on the
but
Hall
Yeah.
of
then,
Fame ballots, and
if
I
if
mean,
that's
by
the
by
case,
the sounds of it, that's kind of how it's already done,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
if that's the case of being a prick doesn't get you rewards, I'm never going to get anything.
No, it's
I'm
true
never
though.
even going to win a tenner on the lottery.
There should be a special wing in Canton for the prick wing. Like OJ,
Yeah.
Brett Favre,
No,
they're in
because
there. Like,
that
let's
would
shift
be
him over to
full,
that
and
wing.
all of the others. If you look into anyone deep enough, you can find everyone's been a
Probably.
wanker at some point.
Oh no,
Instead of like the
Luke
nice
Kuechly.
gold bust, you just get like a cartoon drawing done of you by a child, and that's what goes up in Canton.
Larry Fitzgerald has never done anything wrong.
Luke
No,
Kuechly and
Larry
Larry
Fitz did.
Fitzgerald are the
Yeah,
only ones in that room who are
squeaky
actually half
clean.
decent. The rest of them on
Jerry
the prick.
Jerry
No,
Rice wasn't a nice person, but he wasn't horrible to people. He was just driven. I don't
Jerry
know.
Rice was just driven and work
Yeah.
ethic. That's
No, he
that's
wasn't. It
that's
wasn't
the thing.
wasn't a. I don't know.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't an
Not in that cat. He
Antonio
wouldn't be in the
Brown.
category in Canton.
Jesus,
But you can't discount someone just because of their off the field
you don't like their
behavior.
personality.
No.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
bit off.
I think
But
yeah, there's a difference between it just being like, oh, I think he's a bit of a weird dude, compared to
yeah,
like,
I
hey,
disagree.
actually, like James Pierce, for example.
If I'm on the panel and I'm voting and I know someone and I've come across them and they've been an arse to me before, I'm not voting for 'em. I don't care who that. If I've come
Well, the
across
Bill
Tom Brady
Polian.
and he's been an idiot to me, I'm like, I'm not voting for Brady. He sucks. I don't care. I'm not voting for him. It's just, I'm
Vibe.
sorry.
There you
I
go.
know that makes me bitter
Pure
and
vibe.
small, but
yeah.
at least I'll be honest about it.
Look, I have no problem with anyone that got in the Hall of Fame this year. I think they're
No.
all worthy, all deserving to
I
be in there.
I
None of
like
them
that
have.
Vinatieri got in. I think that's valid.
Vinatieri deserved to get in,
Yeah.
just in the amount of rings he's got,
And it will
and the fact that he
shock.
was so clutch. He was
Mm.
so
Yeah.
clutch. Um, who else was it? Drew Brees. I mean, he's basically number 2 or 3 in every single stat going to
Yeah.
Manning and Brady, isn't he? So there's no reason why he shouldn't be in there. Who's the other one? Kuechly. I think
Deeply.
we said all along if who was the 49ers? Willis.
Patrick Willis.
If Patrick Willis went in, then Kuechly had to go in because they were the
Mhm.
2 premier linebackers of their time. Yeah, I've got no problem with any of it. I think
Or
it's
Eli.
And
actually a
it will
fairly
shock.
sensible class for a change.
It will shock none of you to know that as they all got brought up on stage and watching all like the welcome to the Hall of Fame things, I was
Did you cry?
weeping.
I was going to say.
Oh God. Out every single year when I watch anything to do with the Hall of Fame, doesn't matter if it's them coming up on stage, the announcements, when they find out about it, I just weep. I just think it's the loveliest. Like, hey buddy, you want to come wear some gold jackets? Okay.
I've said this before and I'll say it again.
Lovely.
I've never seen a single acceptance speech for Hall of Fame. Not
No,
one.
no, I do like the door knocks. I think the door knock videos they do where they're just literally, invading people's homes basically
Yeah.
with camera crews. I do like that
Yeah.
side of it. I'm with you, Dave. I don't tend to sit there and listen to the 45-minute speeches when they're actually inducted.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I
but
usually I like when they get the jackets put on them, their bust gets revealed, and then maybe I'll
and
listen to
that's it.
2 minutes of the speech.
I
Highlights.
watch
That's
Yeah.
all
Clip,
that's
yeah.
all I need to make me cry, to be fair. I don't
I
need the
watch
whole
lots of
speech.
videos of people revealing their busts online, but it's a very different type of
Oh dear.
content,
Doesn't make
Let's
you
move
cry, Dave.
on.
doesn't it?
The other reason I brought you all here today is because I wanted to go through our season predictions. So before the season started, before a ball was snapped, we did make some picks on what was going to transpire. So we're going to go through those. I've got most from here. I haven't got the hot takes. I've got my hot take. I haven't got your guys' hot takes. I'm sure
No,
Dave
I've
has
got
got
those.
them.
Don't worry about that.
I've got
Yeah.
everything.
Okay. So end of season honors before the season started. The first one was the MVP category. So who did we think? And I got Finn's
I
picks here as well.
smashed that. I absolutely smashed that.
No, you
Suffice to
didn't.
say, none of us picked Matt Stafford to win this award. Me and Finn picked Lamar Jackson. Punk, you picked Joe Burrow,
Yes.
who's 5 games
Injured for
counted.
3/4 of it.
Yeah. Dave, you picked
Snap.
Jaden Daniels again, five
Yeah,
game
injured.
Jaden. Hannah, you picked Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, sure.
Who, funnily enough, has gone from being quite loved in his own city to being absolutely hated.
Why?
So
I mean,
I
shock.
don't.
He
It's Philly,
didn't
innit?
he didn't win a Super Bowl in Philadelphia. Of course, he's going to be hated.
It's Philly. All of a
This
sudden, he's got
year.
no talent and he can't pass in the pocket and he's got no awareness. What a load of nonsense.
Absolute nonsense.
Some running back, isn't he, playing quarterback?
Are we gonna nominate a winner out of that, out of the ones that we picked?
No.
No, because
No.
we're all so shockingly
miles
bad.
off.
They were all bad, weren't they? They were all
Yeah.
uniquely
We haven't
bad.
even got the right
I mean,
teams,
all of
let alone.
us, Hannah, you weren't, but all the rest of us were just affected by injury. I don't think we made a season between the rest of us. It was,
Yeah.
it was woeful.
Offensive Player of the Year.
I better use my strong hand.
So,
I was
three
going
of
to
us-
say,
yeah.
I went for Saquon, and
I went
Hannah,
for
so did you.
Saquon.
We were miles off. We can't claim any credit or glory for that. So if you
He
want to
was
pick a winner
quite
out the rest
tired
of
after
them,
last year.
he's knackered. He's gone. If you want to pick a winner out the rest of them, I'll support that. But yeah,
Well,
I mean,
think-
I tied mine to my MVP pick, so I went
Yeah,
with
you
Jamar
I was going to
Chase.
say, do you want to pick a winner? You can't really because you all picked the same bloody player.
No, me, Punk, and Finn picked Jamar Chase, and of course
Yeah.
that was tied to Joe Burrow being healthy. He was not, and so yeah.
And sorry, so who did win it? Was it Super Bowl champion Jackson Smith and Jigba? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was going to say the other name that he was
You
called
didn't
in
pick
the
him.
honors, but I'm not gonna say those.
Oh, awful.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
They shouldn't have done that. Defensive Player of the Year. Okay.
Oh, I
2 of
smashed
you
this
picked
one.
Micah Parsons. No, 3 of us. Me,
Yeah.
Finn, and Dave picked Micah. And of course, he looked all right for a couple of games in Green Bay, and then got injured, and so that was done. Punk, you went with a homer route, and you went for Max Crosby.
And I will do it
this is-
every year until he actually damn well wins it.
This is
For
the
whatever
Punk
team
Award. Previously,
he's
he
playing for?
used to do nothing but pick Aaron Donald, and now
Yeah.
that's shifted over to. In the past decade, he's only ever picked 2 players for this award.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah. And Hannah, you picked Aiden Hutchinson.
He had a decent season.
Yeah,
He had an okay
decent
season.
Actual winner, Miles Garrett.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah,
Mhm.
good 5-win season for Miles Garrett. So
NFL
offensive-
sack
Jesus
record
Christ.
kind
Yeah.
of
Got the
elevates.
sack
Just be
record, yeah.
nice, Jim. Just be
That's
nice.
their Super Bowl.
Let's just be nice. That's all you got to do.
What did I say was wrong?
It's an
You'll never
individual
get into the Hall
award.
of Fame. You'll never get in
I'll
there.
never get. How
No.
you don't know that? Contributor.
I know
contributor.
You'll be on the wing. You'll be
Contributor.
on the wing with OJ Simpson. That's where you'll be.
What a place to be.
Yeah.
God.
All right, here we go now. Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Scored so many goals.
Brace yourself. Because,
This could be
Hannah,
fun.
you went for Elijah Arroyo.
Who the f is that guy?
Yeah, cool.
For those that don't know, he's the tight end for the Seahawks.
He's a
That
tight-
didn't play? Did
Um,
he play?
Super Bowl champion, though.
Yeah,
it's true.
yes, yeah. Same way Kenny Pickett
He's
is the Super
the-
Bowl champion.
Didn't make a catch.
No, he's the
Definitely didn't
tight
make a
end
catch.
9 for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Super Hawks, Seahawks.
One day he might actually get there.
Did he
but,
seat
yeah.
up? Maybe.
To be fair, he's been injured for the vast majority of the season.
Talking to tight ends, Dave, you went for Tyler Warren. Sorry.
Brilliant first half of the season.
Yeah, faded off though.
His
not
quarterback
surprised.
went
Rivers
down,
didn't like
didn't
him,
he?
did he?
So
I think
Yeah.
Daniel
No, he
Jones
was-
liked him. Rivers didn't.
Yeah.
So, and then Punk, you of course still stayed with the black and silver. You went for Ashton Genty. Finn copied you because Finn does that a lot.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah,
fortunately,
no, Ashton Genty got kiboshed by stupid coaching.
Carroll
But
Jr.
there we go. Yeah.
But one of us picked Tetera McMillan to be Offensive Rookie of the Year. So,
Did we?
and I won
Yeah.
money on
Fun.
that.
Good shout.
Nice
Yeah.
one, Jim.
Well
Great
played,
shout.
sir.
So, we've got one in there. Defensive Rookie of the Year.
My beautiful baby boy.
This is where it falls down for me because Will Johnson, I picked the Cardinals cornerback. He played like the first 2 weeks really well, and then Cardinals just decided to pack it up. And
They're missing in action.
yeah, so that did not work
That's
out.
still better than my pick.
Well, 3 of you went for Abdul Carter. So you,
Right.
Dave, Hannah, and Punk went for Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
Finn went for Nick Emamori.
Yeah.
I think we should give him that.
I think
If
we
we
Yeah,
should.
if we
It's
had
because
to
close
pick
Nick,
enough,
now,
isn't it?
Nick
I'm comfortable
Emamori
with that.
should have won it.
yeah,
Super Bowl champion Nick
Carson
Emamori
Well,
Swessinger,
should have won it.
he was second. Schwarzenegger's been absolutely phenomenal all
yeah,
season,
he's
in
mopping up
fairness.
tackles.
He
but-
has been brilliant. But yeah, Nick Emamori was second, and you can easily make the argument he should have won it. So yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
well
we'll,
done, Finn.
we'll throw Finn a bone.
Yeah.
Super Bowl matchup. So this is where we picked the two teams that would be facing off in the Super Bowl. Obviously, none of us got it right. Everyone had the Eagles representing the NFC. Now, two of us went for the Bills. So me and Punk went for Buffalo. Finn and Dave went for the Ravens, and Hannah, you picked the Chargers.
I mean, at least ours won
Did
some
get
games in the playoffs.
through the playoffs a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the furthest
Mm,
because the Ravens didn't
Right.
even make the playoffs.
yeah.
Famously, didn't make the playoffs.
Chargers went
Got
out in the
beaten in
first
week
round.
18.
Hey, you're throwing all this shade on me. You picked Lamar for the MVP,
I
don't
know
you?
I did. I know. I didn't think we'd go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he'll claim that as a reverse Uno, and that's why they
No,
didn't
do
make the
not.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Do not. None of us got in on that one. As a result, none of us got the Super Bowl winner. Me and Hannah picked the Eagles. Finn and Dave
I've
picked
got
the
Hannah
Ravens.
picking the Chargers.
No, I
No.
picked the
She
Eagles.
picked the Eagles
Oh,
to
was
win
it?
it.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Punk picked the Bills to win the Super Bowl. They don't win the Super Bowl, Punk.
I
I don't know
know.
if you know this, but traditionally,
I have
that's
watched
not
So do you
them.
know?
how-
Do you
I
know
have
who did win the
watched
Super
them
Bowl this
lose
year?
4 back to back. So you know.
Can someone mute Hannah, please?
Who did win the Super Bowl this year? Sorry,
Oh,
who's the
some team
there?
from Portland or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Near
Who, the
Portland.
bloody Seattle Seahawks?
The Washington Ocean Birds.
Something along those lines.
Your sea chickens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not doing too well so far. And it's not getting any better now with Breakout Player of the Year.
Disappointed!
So,
I got
Just
this
Got a
looked
one.
at
great
mine.
one for this.
I
Well,
just
the-
looked at mine.
Can I just say, for this, there is no such thing as Breakout Player of the Year. This was a thing. The notes that I've actually got on this is that it's to be decided amongst those on the podcast based purely on vibes and those players that we picked. So it's not an
Excellent.
actual award.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's based on who we pick.
I've
Yep.
still
I've still got
messed
no
it up.
chance.
I think I've won this.
Hannah,
I
you've
think
won
I've
this.
won this. I've won this, definitely.
How have
Dave?
you picked JJ McCarthy, Punk?
That's the best
A
pitch out of all
vibe?
of them.
He's become a
Nine?
meme.
Come on. Exactly. So how can you get more
God.
In a
vibes
good
than
way.
being a meme?
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't have picked much worse if we tried, I think, in
You
terms of like
couldn't, Jim.
generational.
In fact, I don't know who's worse, yours or
Excuse you?
Finn's.
Well, Finn
So
picked
better
Justin
man.
Fields and he got benched
Justin
through the
Fields.
season.
Yeah.
I
Jeez.
picked Keon Coleman and he got lambasted as the
Oh.
reason why his coach got fired. Dave picked Daniel Jones, who got trotted out on a broken leg.
Was
to-
phenomenal
tear it-
for the
no, he
first half
wasn't.
of the season.
No, he
he was.
wasn't.
He
Yeah,
was.
for the
He
first
was.
half
no
of
one
the
took him
James.
season.
seriously. That was the
He was
problem.
definitely in the
You can deny
MVP
it.
conversation for about 10 minutes.
Only idiots would talk
Yeah.
about the MVP conversation in 5 weeks. Come on.
Hannah, don't stand for that.
I won't.
Hannah
Who's
picked,
winning?
he's
Hannah
mugging
picked
you
Jordan
off.
Love.
Yeah, I picked Jordan Love.
I think just for
Breakout
attrition, as much as
player.
I hate Jordan Love, I think you've won that out of the 5 of us.
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not. Daniel Jones.
What was yours?
He played
Dan
the whole
Jones?
season.
No,
No,
I
Jordan
think
Love. No, he didn't.
Well, he missed like 1 or 2 games.
No, he missed about 4 games. Because Malik
I-
Willis played early in the
Split
season.
difference,
And
say 3.
if
listen,
it's
Daniel
right,
Jones.
if it's a vibe award, it should go to Daniel Jones.
Yes, agreed.
Well, no, it's
Since
on
when was it a
achievement
Vibe
as
Award?
well.
I don't give it to Daniel Jones.
Give
Just
it to
because you don't
Daniel
like
Jones.
Daniel
In
Jones.
Shut
doesn't
up,
Indiana,
mean-
Jordan Love.
Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones.
Exactly. No one called him Indiana Love, did they, or whatever?
Yeah,
Come up with any
exactly.
stupid nickname for him.
You didn't need
Love.
to.
There you go.
Jordan Love.
Oh God. Okay, well that was a mess. So let's move
That
on.
was a messy pick.
It gets better. Coach of the year. Gets a
Coach
lot
of the
better.
year.
I
I
got
think
this.
I should win this.
Well, we'll see
No.
because I went for Dave Canales. I don't think that was a bad shout. Getting the Panthers into the playoffs,
Dreadful.
winning the division as well. That was a good move from Dave. Punky went for Ben
Mhm.
Johnson.
Good
Getting
shout.
further in the playoffs.
Very good shout for the Bears. Dave, you went for Shane Steichen.
That was
Appalling.
very much. No, it's not really. It was very much tied to Daniel Jones. And until Daniel Jones went out, they were unbeaten. He's a good coach. Very good coach.
We'll see. Hannah and
Just
Finn
not with
went for
old
Mike
players.
Vrabel. Super
Yeah,
Bowl appearance, Mike
Really?
Vrabel.
Did you
They
really?
I
did.
sure
Wow.
did.
Hannah and Finn.
And actual coach of the year, Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, actual coach of
Mhm.
the year.
Even though it should have been Kyle Shanahan, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
I
I
think
keeping
it
did.
that
should have
In
been.
my
49ers
notes said I
team
was going to
together.
pick Vrabel, but I steered over to the Panthers because they
Of
did more
course
with
you were.
less.
Ifs, buts, maybes.
If I had a
I'm not
vote,
saying I took them.
if I had a vote in this, I would have voted for Ben Johnson purely
Ooh.
because he's fighting through history with the Bears because no one believed even until the last minute. I don't think the Bears actually believed that they were going to be good enough, and what he's done there has
I'm
just
still
been.
not sure they are good enough.
I agree.
Uh,
I agree.
they've
But what he's done there, he's done a fantastic job.
they've won that division. They bested the Packers.
So,
Like they swept them, right? I think.
They
so,
did.
And then the Lions, they took them out. So
so.
no, I think that was a great. Sorry.
Yeah, and listen, three of us had the Bears finishing bottom of that division. Jim, you had them finishing second, and I had them
Mm-hmm.
finishing third. So no one believed in them.
Yeah.
Not to win the
No.
division.
No.
No. So
But
there we
yeah,
go.
very, very happy that I picked Vrabel.
Well done. And Finn. So
Yeah.
there you go. Those were all of the categories, apart from hot takes. So
I
Dave,
know
I'm going to need
now.
to lean on you now to say what our hot
Yeah.
takes were. I think it was 2 each, right?
Didn't we do
Yeah.
an overachiever and underachiever as well?
No, we wanted to, but you
No.
lot shut me down.
Oh, that's a shame
Too many
because I've got on my
categories.
notes here from that podcast
Who did you
the
go for?
I had Patriots as overachievers and Commanders as underachievers.
That's a
Hmm.
good shout.
Ink's still
Nice.
wet on that.
Wasn't terrible.
Jim just casually throwing shade
I
there.
know. I'm just ignoring him.
So
I'm tired. I've had about 3 hours sleep in 4 days, so I'm just not bothered.
I want to know the hot takes,
um,
Dave.
so Finn, I'll go do Finn first. Finn had three.
Okay.
No, sorry, Finn didn't have three. Commander Paul had one, and I tacked it on the end, so I've got one for Commander Paul as well.
Yeah.
So Finn's first hot take was Sam Darnold and Gino to swap stats. So Sam to get 21 touchdowns and Gino to get 35. As it was, Sam got 25, Gino got 19. So nowhere near. Sorry about that, Finn. Hot take two was the Giants to lead the league in sacks. I think that's tied to Abdul Carter being good, which they weren't. Broncos led 68th, which was fifth all time. Commander Paul was, this might have been a bit of a dig at the Broncos, actually. It's Deebo Samuel to have more rushing yards than RJ Harvey. No.
Did he?
Probably close.
No, it was not close.
What were the stats?
I don't know. Just wasn't
Ah,
close.
it probably was then.
No, well, Deebo Samuel did not have many stats. He wasn't really playing at the backfield, so. So Hannah, yours, well, you got one right. The Packers are not a top 10 defense.
I got both of mine right.
You did get both of yours right. I'm doing you a disservice. You got 100%. Packers are not a top 10 defense. They were 12th overall. And hot take two was the Chiefs not to make the AFC divisional game,
That's a spicy meatball.
which is again
Yep.
another really good shout.
Tick. Tick.
Um,
Sometimes spite works.
yes. Oh, a lot of the time.
That is really good.
Well, if hate worked,
Thank
I'd
you.
have 10 Super Bowls by now.
This is true. Punk, your hot take. Joe Burrow has the most passing yards in a single season.
Breaks the NFL record,
5,477. Nope.
Not
Again,
happening.
injuries. And your second one, you're going to have to die on this hill. Drake London to get 1,500
1,500 yards
yards.
for the Falcons.
I mean, I'm not sure the Falcons got 1,500 yards this season.
Probably not. What did Drake London get? Should we
I
have a
don't
look?
know.
Let me have a
I'm
look.
going to guess at about 850 would be my guess. While
Well, he
you
was
look at that,
injured.
I'll move on.
He was injured again, wasn't he? So
He's always injured.
it's
While you're looking at that, I'll move on to Jim. So Jim's first hot take, which came true, was Aaron Rodgers will get more wins than Justin Fields and Russell Wilson combined.
Yep.
I mean, that's low-hanging fruit, but
They
it's
were
still correct.
they were all
It's still
starters.
correct.
They were all starters when the
Absolutely.
season started.
It's true. they were.
919 yards.
That's
It was
more
only
than I thought.
600 short.
Only
Only
30%
a third of a
short.
season.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hot take two was Quinton Johnson, aka Hands of Stone, to have more
Yep.
receiving yards and touchdowns than T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Johnson had 735, Higgins 846. So
Yeah.
close,
8 touchdowns to 11 as
no
well.
cigar.
Well,
And
he
that's
got
with
injured
Joe
a bit too
Flacco at
much. That was the
quarterback.
real problem. I was hoping that T. Higgins would, well, not hoping, but I assumed he would get injured at least as much as Quentin Johnston, and he just didn't. So
And there's also the Chargers had a couple of games where they just had nothing on offense.
yeah,
I think it was against the Jags where they ended up coming off with about 15 offensive yards or something stupid like that.
yep, yep.
So
It was boom or bust, unfortunately, for the Chargers this season.
yeah, my first one was RJ Harvey from the Broncos, Maureen Hampton from the Chargers, and Aston Genty from the Raiders. All will have more rushing yards than whoever happens to be the Chiefs' leading rusher. That was utter nonsense. That didn't come in.
I'm sure
What?
it did.
No.
No
Who
one on the
Chiefs leading
Chiefs
rusher?
ran
Did they
for
have a rusher?
anything.
Yeah, Pacheco got more than
Got what, 10
Hampton.
yards?
Well, he got more than Hampton
Ah.
because Hampton got injured a lot, and he had
Did.
more than Harvey. I think he had more than all of them. I don't know.
Hmm.
But whoever it was not even worth looking up because I looked at whoever the Chiefs one was first, and it was way above all of us. The second one was Daniel Jones to have more than 4,000 passing yards. Now, if you extrapolate out
Here we
his
go.
Oh, here we
stats,
go.
if you were, then he would have got over 4,000. As it was, it ended up 3,101,
Ah,
which is
so he was
still
only
very
900 short.
Yeah, but you played a
Yeah, and
significantly
he only
fewer
played
amount of
half a
games.
season.
Yeah. They've got short
And he
memories,
only
Hannah.
played
Don't
half a
worry.
season.
We all remember how good he was. Those two grumpy old men can just go back in the hole and fester
People
and
don't forget.
die on the hill that we shall remember.
Is that all of them? Did we not
That's all
have
of them.
Mike Tomlin having a losing record in there again
That
as
was
well?
last year. That was
Oh, was that last year?
that was
So
you
it's every
last
year,
year.
isn't it?
Pretty
Every
much.
year you throw that one in.
Somehow we'll get it in again next year as well.
Yeah,
It'll be
well,
wow, but
yeah.
Doesn't matter now.
It'll be when he's on ESPN or something. It'll be his losing record of games he's watching.
Yeah.
he'll be on Channel 5.
God.
It's
Yep,
always
that's
fun
what
to
he
do
wants.
the preseason picks. As wrong as we are on the most part, I think that you can kind of see the logic behind a lot of these picks, and in another universe it would have worked out okay. But yeah,
There's
it's still
people who do
funny
this
to see it come through.
professionally who get nowhere near it. So,
Oh yeah,
you know,
I made some
um,
money out of this year, so I'm happy about that.
I didn't make squat this year. In terms of divisions, AFC North, we all had the Ravens to win it. I'm not going to go through every position. I'll just go through the
Just go
winners.
the winners.
Yeah, so AFC North, we all had the Ravens. So wrong. AFC East,
Did
we all
I?
had the
Did I
Bills.
pick the Ravens to win that?
You did. Yeah, you had Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, Browns.
Mm.
AFC East, we all had the Bills. Wrong. Although Jim and Hannah had the Jets last, so well done there. AFC West, me and Jim had the Chargers. Punk, you had the Chiefs. Hannah, you're the only one who had the Broncos, so you get a win there. Finn had the Chiefs. AFC South, we all had the you all had the Texans, apart from me. I had the Colts because I was a believer. Jim, you had the Colts finishing last. Shame on you. Shame
It's
on
always
you.
next year.
NFC, we'll go into the NFC now. NFC North, so I had the Packers, you lot had the Bears. None of us are right. Jim was the closest who had the Bears finishing second. NFC East, we all had the Eagles. And NFC West, I had the Seahawks. Hannah, you had the Seahawks, and everyone else had the Rams. So we get a couple of points.
Yeah.
NFC. Now,
South.
this was a big one. NFC South. This was a big one because you lot all had the Falcons, and I had you lot all had the
No
Bucks.
way did I have the
No.
Falcons.
You all had the Bucks, and I had the Falcons.
Mm.
And obviously, this is where the bet came from. Punk, no, Jim, you're the only one who had the Panthers, the actual winners, finishing second. Everyone else had them finishing third. We all had the Saints last because the Saints suck.
I mean, they were on the same score. It was just it came down to tiebreaker, didn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Had the same record.
I had never felt so offended than when you just said I picked the Falcons.
Admin error.
Oh,
That might not save you.
No. So yeah,
well,
I haven't got any overall scores.
we
I wasn't
go.
keeping track, but no,
Mhm,
I think there's none that were drastically wrong. The one that we obviously did worse on was the NFC North, where none of us had the Bears winning it,
No.
and the AFC North, where we all had the Ravens randomly.
Gutted about that. Because of course it was the
There we
Steelers.
It's the last time you could be able to say that for a long time.
We'll see. We'll see. I thought I had a terrible head coach until I saw the
God.
other ones picked up. So actually, it's not that bad anymore. Well, there we go. Those were our preseason predictions. You know, let's see what we do next year. Maybe you guys can join in next time as well and see just how bad you get it. But yeah, great season. And until next time, I've been Jim. That's been Han. That's been Red. That's been Denver Dave. Thank you very much for listening.
A vibed
It's become a
9.
meme.
Come on. Exactly. So how can you get more
God.
vibey than being a meme?